We've had a very busy year this year. We started at the beginning of the year, we had a few last minute gigs on cruise ships, so that was really good, a nice start to the year. And then we have had a few performances at Duart Castle and at the Western Isles, and they're regular, we do them most years, but we've had a few more this year. We had a concert on Iona in the town hall, village hall, which we've never had before, so that was, well, we have, but not for about 10 years. So that was quite nice to go back to Iona. So it's been a really busy year, but it's all been building up to the National Mòd, which was in Fort William this year. Yeah, it was a fantastic week, but just such a nice atmosphere within the choir. I think all of these different commitments that we've had and the different performances and just opportunities to sing together, they've brought the choir closer and allowed us to be more of a unit and just really reinforced the family feeling within the choir, and that was, I think, obvious once we got to Fort William as well this year. Cànan ceòl was released by Trail West last year. Seonaidh MacIntyre wrote the words to it, and it was, I think, the day after it was released, or the same day that it was released, Janet MacDonald, who's our Gaelic tutor, sent me a message and said, listen to this, I think we should use this as our own choice next year. And I listened to it once, and I don't even think I'd got through it, and I replied to her, yes, we're going to do this, because the words are just fabulous, and they've just got such depth to them and such meaning to them, and as well as that, there's just the joy in the chorus. I contacted Sìleas Sinclair almost immediately, and she came back right away as well, saying, yes, absolutely, that's a great song, I'd love to do that for you.
Although it's a modern song, it still sits in kind of the themes of the culture and the language and people singing together, and also it reflects on the reasons people have to leave. A lot of people had to leave, and with so many songs being written with the clearances and all that kind of everything that happened there. People and even in modern day, people are having to leave Highlands and Islands for work for different reasons. But so it kind of reflects on those the feeling of having to leave, but always being connected, still back home with the language and the culture. So it's got, and it's great because it's a modern song and it's new and it's written now and it's got a modern tune, and but it still has that connection with the history of Gaelic song as well, with the similar themes that are still happening today, but maybe for different reasons.
Is mis Ian MacDonald am clíoch sa ceòl an Trail West.
Is mis Seonaidh MacIntyre am clíoch sa ceòl an Trail West. In order to show, pick and beyond the rash horse me noch congeist or an doshach. I guess by me just click a guitar, so some swing them in. Oh, Dio, a posh mac, Michelle. Oh, Dio, by me just can't tell horror really. So Ruth can a length in your doshach as horse me just a shiny shine call, the cànan ceòl, so me just sinna cúpar. If I do like I'm good in Fachlan, the shares and gist, horse to them go out to first the hooker. I guess for me, that's the first at Glasgow's Uyish generation. I guess for me, Gyuntran Uyish, for me, Gyuntran Day, for me, Gyuntran, if you clean and Gaelic, my ghost to them. I guess for me, a Farraking, just grow Femic, Nagel, at Bicken Brosnach, Yannig, or you know, could be a Barak Mishnach. I guess. Háis mi deoch ar a sort of dói sin agus mi deoch sodi gur chucutur gus a ha gunne a bhí ras mis na dúne a cleantin Cúis Gaelic agus na hárain agus thula sin mar sin na noch. Or am an lábh sin na hachar, so yeah, mi tálaite am go tálaite dis. Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't even run it past anyone. We just decided that this is what we were doing. And once we told them at the AGM, everyone was just delighted, really, really excited about it. And that has continued all year. The excitement about singing the song has just been there from the very, very first time that we sang it as a choir. It's been brilliant.
I'm just thinking about an hour to Gaelic, a mac cutramach. Has sin dún an na seoin na seon árain agus an na seon árain a cósta rúmsa go mór gahari ach am is muinci bhfuil a mac go bhfuil rúta na súra dul ma gúrs agus go bhfuil dúine mar seoní cud peilmí paithpar mar a chanta sin. Tar dúine éile cúteach agus am is muinci bhfuil a deach a tors nearst gan a cànan agus gan a ceòl agus am is muinci drain seoní opa fír bha le bhí cúr sin an na clá agus an na nóra a ha gama gama catchy on the dóich and as you need to be checkis gná crí seo an na múlas ha dúla ga hain gama. Tá mis get root cútar mar hel nach ile rod dóings chanile tuis roi fachgal as a séis go you tá gopi gama le bhí torsin gan a chlán. Tá mis go bhfuil a fír bha.
We decided that we were going to make it so much more than just a song. We were going to teach the song to every child on the island, so we did workshops with all the local schools, which culminated in them all singing it on the beach at the local Mòd. That really was such a highlight for us. The project was funded through the Waterfall Fund with Mull Community Trust.
I think Gaelic songs very important nowadays, both the old songs and the new songs, because it's part of our heritage here in the islands and the west coast of Scotland, but it's also got a kind of way of looking to the future. And the message with Seonaidh's song, our cànan ceòl, a very important message, I think, that we believe in very strongly. And I think that going forward, it's a good way to get that kind of Gaelic music out there and with a modern day message.
I'm switching go le cútamach go bheith sin scríag ára aniu slánú deach féimi an cànan san gúltar san ceòl chumala atol chan éile go féim ma ha sin deach a coint arás féimi sin a coint arás scúteach a is féimi sin ára aniu a chumala atol chan éid deach san dóid tradiisianta deach dóid sa bí sé cànan surin bhar is son imitach lín háas a sé mé chumala atol leis na hátachart sa lá I dú héin agus thula lá dú a hic. So féimi sin a chumala atol leis agus a mé cínteach go bhí táir a bharach ára aniu ag dúine éile dí híin agus a mé dóchas go chum na scríbhatar an Gaelic acin atol leis so sé tinteach a mis muinte go hús a chéin cútamach. As mar cho cútamach sa bhar runrig gunne a fás so as a bhí clíntin na hára aniachchas an bhar sinne tars misnach I gain hín deach an ula sonna clíntin go bhfuil árain dahiad líon na gúis a son se ára aniútha seo ha rútacin brosnachil me géin sin a sé sin an bharachcin a sin na chumala atol son an cànan na chumala atol.
Our cànan ceòl is, I think, the heart of what we do. It's our language and our music, and that is why we do what we do. That is the essence of the choir. We're here to celebrate Gaelic and to promote Gaelic and also to celebrate our language and our heritage and our culture, but we do it through music and singing together. And even people who have no Gaelic background and no Gaelic knowledge or history, they come together because of it.
That although it's got themes that fit in with historic events in the culture, it also fits in with today because communities around the West Coast and the Highlands and Islands are struggling with keeping people to be able to stay for work, and it does hit those themes as well. As well as that, I think it'll be really popular with younger folk as well, because it was written by Seonaidh MacIntyre from Trail West, and Trail West are so popular, and it's just got a really catchy tune as well. It's a really catchy melody and good lyrics, and at the end of the day, although it hits those themes, the overall theme is all about coming together and singing together, and so much of the Mòd that the song's going to be sung at as well is about that, everybody getting together and singing and speaking and singing the language.
It's a really widespread community with our language and our music at the heart of it. So our cànan ceòl for us has just represented that on a very personal level.